Here you go.
I mean, do you want me to start it now?
Yeah, it's already recording. We're gonna check out this video for you, or this chair for you.
So
How you doing? Hi.
Which one is
Do you have the Logitech Embody chair?
I do. It's right there.
It's here. Ah.
Ah.
Oh, it has its own area.
I know. It's special. Did you need help on how to use any of the adjustments or anything like that?
I might.
Okay.
It does look pretty complex.
I'll pull this one out because they're very similar, so I can like show you what I do in here.
Right.
Are you looking for like an office chair for home?
I'm looking for at this office chair because I have a buddy who's obsessed with it, and
Cool.
he's never gonna come out and actually sit in it.
Yeah.
So I'm making a video for him.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah.
Well, I will keep my distance, but I'll show you how to use all the adjustments.
How do I shorten myself?
Mm-hmm. So there's, on your right-hand side, there's a blue toggle. Mine is clear.
Okay.
You pull it up, and that'll take you up or down.
Okay, cool.
And so ideally, you want your feet flat on the floor and your knees at a 90-degree angle.
I think I'm at 90.
Cool. Next thing you can do is adjust the arms. So under the arms are some tabs.
Uh-huh.
You'll take them up or down.
Oh, wow.
And you can also wing the arms in or out.
Interesting.
And so how I do that
that's
is
nice.
I like lift up when
Right.
grabbing the stem.
Right.
Easier to wing them that way.
My arms aren't that long.
Yeah. So there's the arm adjustment. You'll also see there's two handles like on the edge of the seat.
Right.
You have about 2 inches to roll the seat depth in or out.
Uh-huh.
And so how you're gonna do that is you grab them, you lift up, and then it'll let you like roll.
Oh,
Exactly.
I'm at the utmost right here.
Yeah, and the reason chairs like this offer seat depth adjustment is because essentially what you want to avoid
Right.
is the seat touching the back of your leg.
Oh, why is that?
Have you ever heard of people complaining like their legs start to go numb in their office chair or anything
Right.
like that?
Yeah.
That can be one of the leading causes. It's
Oh,
not
interesting.
always the reason, but
Yeah.
like typically.
Interesting.
Yeah, it just helps with like blood circulation.
Cool.
To have a little bit of space.
And this thing, cranks the lumbar, right?
Yeah, so you're gonna see 2 knobs on your right hand side.
Right?
Number 1 and number 2.
Uh-huh.
One controls how much the lumbar is pushing into your lower back.
Right.
The other one controls how much flex you have in the shoulders.
Ah.
So how you remember, or at least how I remember the adjustments is forward is for firm, back is for bouncy, or in this case like loose.
Right.
You know. And so what I like.
Is this one adjusting that?
So this one right here is gonna control the lumbar. The one back
Oh,
here
okay.
is gonna control the shoulders.
Right.
And what I always recommend doing is crank each one all the way back so that you're putting the chair in its like most relaxed
Sure.
form.
And come forward from there.
And then come forward from there so you can see what it feels like as the chair sort of increases that support.
Right.
And so if you start with the lumbar, which is gonna be the one closest to your knees.
Right.
You can start cranking it forward and you should be able to feel the chair sort of giving you a little more pressure
Uh-huh. Yep.
on your back.
Yep.
And then right now, in the shoulder area, there's flex. So you'll notice like if you move the shoulders,
It
flex with
resists.
you
Yeah,
like
yeah.
that. And then so if you go to this back knob and start cranking it forward, and mine's broken, we're getting it fixed, but yours should work.
It'll firm it up.
You should feel the shoulders
Okay,
start
yeah.
firming
I
up.
do.
What do you think?
So I've been run through all the controls. And how
Let's do a twirl for me. Hey.
I'm gonna throw up. You can get that hardly going. It does feel like you're more engaged with this chair than other chairs. Like my chair, you know, it's like, I'm just always like this. Whereas this one, it just like feels like you should be like this.
So it's totally supporting you if you're sitting upright in the way that you would at your desk.
Yes.
Because when you play games, you can just kind of slouch and feel
Right. Which
hunched
is what I
over.
do when I play video games. I'm like this, but
right. So what would be the benefit
I'm
of
not
this
gonna
chair?
be like this.
So what would be the
I can't do
benefit of this chair?
I get. Oh, you know what? You can have your
Your shoulders
elbows
relaxed?
resting while holding the controller, because these come forward together, closer together. This is the
Okay.
controller. This is arm tag.
Yeah.
But it is like kind of trapping you in if you do that. This also seems like a clunky system.
Well, I think you play with the adjustment and get it to what works best with what activity
this
you're
is
doing.
just like weird. She says lift up on it. Let's see.
Okay.
It seems like a good desk chair. It is still pretty expensive.
Let me get, yeah. And then the lever in the back lets you,
This one,
yeah.
it lets you control how much you can tilt, so I can't tilt at all, or I can tilt a little bit, or a little bit more, or all the way.
Cool.
Yeah. And
Nice.
these control lumbar and firmness. And then you can roll this up, and then. So there
Yeah.
you go.